Welcome to race number 7 out of 8 for the Arca series. We're at Coca-Cola Super Speedway. We were supposed to be at the Roval this week, but the Roval was a kind of a letdown for all 3 series. So we decided to make a poll on, not Facebook, but on our website. And everybody came together, and for the Arca series, Coca-Cola was the highest rated track. So we are going to be running the Arca series here at Coca-Cola. Next week is Eldora. Tomorrow, actually, is the heat races and the last chance qualifying race for the Arca series and the Truck series. So be sure to catch that. It should be a lot of fun. This coming Friday night, actually, a few days from now, is the Arca season finale at Eldora. The heat races and the last chance qualifying race will make the field. The top 10 drivers in points after this race, they will advance automatically to the main race. We don't want to ruin the championship on the final race, although it would make it pretty interesting if we did it a different way. Something new for this whole series, at the very top of the screen you have a ticker. Now it is about a lap or two behind, but it updates every once in a while, so it's pretty cool. It definitely, it is, I guess, easier than having the little F2 standings. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but hopefully it'll work out pretty well. I'm trying some different things here for the end of the season, and if it works out well, we're going to use it for the beginning of next season. But it's kind of cool if there's cars that are a lap down or wrecked and you don't know what position you're in, and you're one of those cars, you can find that out once the ticker at the top goes all the way through the field. You'll be able to easily find your car. Also, if you don't know names of any of the drivers, this ticker does say the first name, so we'll see here in a second. It'll show the qualifying laps. Like I said, it does take a little bit to process everything with the ticker. Right now, look at that, the 42. He is a new driver. That is Chris Speltzer, getting the fast time so far. I see at the top of the screen, it says the first and last name of each driver. So if you don't know who a driver is, you can quickly look up at the top and see what number is beside the name, and you'll know exactly who it is. Should make it a lot easier for all of us, I hope. So about 2.5 minutes left on qualifying, and then we will get right into the race. 39 drivers are attempting this race. Now, one thing going back to the Eldora event next week, you see Robbie Bannister down there at the bottom. He won the Super Speedway race in the first season of the Allstar Offline Racing Series. He starts last. But one thing going to Eldora here tomorrow, actually, for the heat races, the top 10 drivers in points qualify into the race automatically, into the main race. Only 29 drivers can start that race, so that means 19 spots are left, and there's 29 drivers. So that means 10 drivers are going to be going home. And that's why we need to run heat races and the last chance qualifying races. So tomorrow night at Eldora, the first heat race, the top 5 drivers will advance to the main race. The second heat race, the top 4 will advance. That will leave 10 drivers in the 20-car field for the last chance qualifier. And those top 10 drivers in that race will advance. All the heat races tomorrow night for the trucks and the Arca series are all 30 laps. Last chance qualifying race for the Arca series is 40 laps and 50 laps for the Truck series. The main race, which is on Friday night, that is for the Arca series an 80-lap main, and for the Truck series a 100-lap main. And then, of course, on Saturday night, we are going to Ozark Super Speedway for the Cup series. You do not want to miss that track. That is probably the most wild track in NASCAR 2003. One of my favorite tracks. That was also a track voted in. The Truck Series was voted in for Eldora, and that's why we are running the heats for Arca and Trucks in the same night. Should be a lot of fun. This is going to be a great week of racing. So we're trying to figure out what we're going to do next season, how many races we're going to run. Are we going to keep it at 20 races? Are we going to run maybe 15 or 16 races? All of that stuff to come later on. So qualifying is officially done. Chris Spelter getting their first pole in their first race. So going through the starting lineup, Chris Spelter beside him, 28 of Papa Carey. Then there's the 28, there's Papa Carey. 15 of Dave Benjamin Jr., the 23 Jordan Fixon on the second row. Hold on, I'm trying to find a better view to use. And it's not really working out that well. The 77 is on the third row. That is Harrison Johnson. The 62, Justin Lightning. The 98, Jeff Light. There's the 69 of Eric Jacks. The 30 of James Weber. The 5 of Colton Harmon. We've got the 7 on the inside, Winston Parker. I believe that's the 32. Yeah, 32 of Ash Britt. 48 of Darvish Jr. The 25, that is Alex Johnson. The 75 of Andy Rollo. That's the 55, I think. 54 of Colton Harmon. Or no, James Prepare Jr., my bad. 43 of Harry Johnson. The 2 of NASCAR Legends. The 46 Shannon Lowe. Right there. There's Destiny Borg. The number 10. Behind her, that is Mudkip in the 22. I think that's the 99. Casey Nanico. The field coming out onto the track now. This is going to be a fun track as well. A lot of good racing coming up here. There's Mudkip, the 33, John Jackson, the 9, that is Jeff Joes, the 18, Dale Cole Jr., the 51, Matt Pouchot, the 3 of, who is that, Luke Parks, the 11 of Ethan Lewis, the 41, Osman Hamid, I believe that's, I don't know who that one was, 52, Robbie Bannister, or no. There's the 8 of Dakota Pryor, the 81, Sebastian Ruiz, the 04, Isaiah Williams, the 34 of Alex Bruno, the 55, Kyle Vickers. That's the 88 of Christian Wilson. And then the 52 right behind him, that's Robbie Bannister. A full field of cars now in the Arca Series. Unfortunately, the Arca Series is going to be coming to a temporary end after the final race at Eldora. We're going to be dropping back down to one series. However, if you are in this series, the Truck Series, or the Cup Series, you can still join. There's unlimited entries in the Cup Series. That will be at a later date. We'll go over that. Got a great format for the Cup Series planned next season. So the pace car dropping down on the pit road. The field getting ready to start. Top speeds up to about 215, 220 miles an hour. 42 of Chris Spelter leading the field to the green flag. We are underway. Front row got a pretty good start. Look at Darvish Jr. a little bit further back. He's on the inside already trying to make some moves. Chris going to block both lines entering turns 1. Here comes the 15, Dave Benjamin Jr. Remember, top 10 drivers after this race advance to the main race in Eldora. So there is a big battle for 10th place in the points. Field quickly gaining speed. Look at this, 3 and 4 wide already. Jeff Light, the 98, making some moves early. And Chris has a nice sized lead already, pulling away a little bit from this pack as the rest of the drivers getting kind of in line with each other and moving through the field. I apologize if there is a little bit of lag on the screen at any point. The ticker, I'm trying some new things, so not sure how it's going to work. There's a battle for the lead up front, though. Chris falling back to second, now third place. Dave Benjamin on the outside. He is going to fall back a lot. Outside line, not a fast line on this track. Not at all. But yeah, we're trying to fix some things. So if it is kind of glitchy at times and if it freezes up every once in a while. Hopefully that's just going to be for this week. Trying some different things, and I have some ideas of what I'm going to do. Out of turn 4, there's 3 wide. The top 3 drivers, single file. Andy Rollo goes down low. Actually, that's the 69 of Eric Jacks. Andy Rollo is up top on the outside line. It's a 77 of Harrison Johnson out front. The 62 Justin Lightning in second, Eric Jacks third, and Andy Rollo fourth. And then it is 3 wide behind them, all the way to the back. Battle for second place. The points leader entering this race, James Prepare Jr. He's right in the middle up at the front of this pack. Not where you want to be. A lot of 3 wide. Very fast speeds at this track, but this is not going to be the fastest we're going to go in this series. In the Cup Series coming up, we're going to have speeds upwards of almost 250 miles an hour. Battle for the lead, Eric Jacks trying to get past Harrison Johnson. 3 wide, here comes Dale Cole Jr. and Destiny Borg. She was the points leader earlier this season. She's trying to get the points lead back. She's on the outside, pushing the 77 further along. On the inside, Mudkip, the 22, pushing the 18. Dale Cole to the front. He might take the lead this time by. Harrison going to go down low and block. Very aggressive block in turns 3. Dale Cole had a choice of either lifting off the throttle or turning the 77. Everybody stays straight for now. They're racing very, very close. Here comes Ethan Lewis on the inside line. 3 and 4 wide further back in the field. Dale Cole down low, still trying to get past that 77. Top 2 drivers now start to pull away slightly from the pack, but they are going to fall back here in just a second. The draft is a huge equalizer. Dale Cole now underneath of Harrison for the lead. 3 wide. A lot of room on the straightaways between these drivers. Everyone's kind of giving each other a little bit of room. It's a good thing. We don't want to see a crash. And a lot of people probably want to see a crash, but we at least want to see some good racing. The entire pack right there from first to last. 39 drivers within about 2 seconds of each other, maybe about 3 seconds. Dale Cole Jr. on the outside. He's going to lose the lead. That is, I believe, it might be the 30 of James Weber, I think, out front. Oh, here comes Dale Cole again down left, 4 wide. Oh, they make contact. Ethan Lewis and, oh no, that's Robbie Bannister into the wall. Huge crash here at Coca-Cola. And everybody piles in. First caution out. The 81, the 52, the 25, the 3, Luke Parks. 15, Dave Benjamin Jr., I think, Destiny Borg's involved. Dakota Pryor. Oh, the 43, Harry Johnson. He is also in the wreck. James Prepare Jr., the points leader, he's involved. Oh my gosh. Huge crash early on. Dale Cole Jr. able to get past. He is the race leader. Robbie Bannister. There's Luke Parks. Harry Johnson. James Prepare Jr., the 54. Darwish Jr., I think that's Jordan Fixon. There's NASCAR legends. Alex Johnson. Dave Benjamin Jr., Sebastian Ruiz. Dakota Pryor, heavy damage. Chris Spelter, the pole sitter. Oh, and now they're wrecking on the backstretch. More cars involved. Destiny Borg, Andy Rollo around. Ethan Lewis. Oh! 51, Matt Peugeot. Hard contact there. And this is going to take a lot of drivers out of this race. I cannot believe this. This is already getting crazy, already getting really wild. Everybody wanted to vote for the most chaotic and crazy races, and I think he did a good job. Here's the replay. speed it up a little bit. The 11 of Ethan Lewis was one of the drivers that initially wrecked. I don't know what happened or where it happened. Actually, maybe it wasn't. It was Robbie Bannister came down, and Dakota Pryor bumped into him, and then they just all start spinning, and the hole closes up. Everybody involved, and a lot of cars pile in. One car on its lid. I'm not sure what happened to the 43, Harry Johnson. We'll have to look at that here in a second. But I think James Weber in the middle hit Dakota. Dakota came down. Robbie Bannister, unfortunate for him. He started last, made his way all the way to the front. Huge crash in turns 3 and 4. We'll have to see how many drivers are out of this race. Another view from the big crash. Luke Parks, the 77 Harrison Johnson, hard hits. Believe their races are definitely done. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at the 43. Actually, no, hold on. I'm going to look at some of the other replays on board with some of these drivers. On board with the 25. Crash happens. You see, they had no time to lift. 25 right into the back of the car in front of him, and that turned a lot of other drivers around. Watch on board with the 10, Destiny Borg. Let's see what she saw in this crash. She had nowhere to go. She was just... Oh, she actually turned the 54 of James Prepera. Say 77, heavy damage on his car. The 2 NASCAR legends upside down. There's Eric Jacks and many others. Just a big sweeping crash. Few cars involved, and then everybody is involved. Alright, so let's look at the 43. This is Harry Johnson. He wrecked out of turn 4. I don't know what happened with him. So let's see what happened with... he did get into Darvish Jr. a little bit on the apron. Apron is so flat compared to the racing surface. Oh, wow, look at that. He went up the track and into the air. Oh, Darvish Jr. hit him. And then the 23, Jordan Fixon and Luke Parks. They also got a piece of that. And that's why the 43 was on the track. He is out of the race. Oh, my. A lot of cars still on the track. There's a lot of damaged cars. Dale Cole Jr., the race leader. Dale Lightning in second. Third is the 41, Osman Hamid. Fourth place, Cooper Mccomb. And fifth, I think, is Isaiah Williams. I think. Yep. So Isaiah running in fifth. Massive crash brings out the first caution. And we will be right back with the restart of this race. So next time by, we're going to be going back to green flag. Couple cars on the inside line, a lap down. Robbie Bannister, the 52, the 54. That is James Prepera Jr. He is a lap down. Doesn't look like he has a lot of damage. Robbie definitely has damage on the back of his car and a little bit on the front. One thing with this ticker, if you're looking at the top of the screen, see, it shows all the drivers that are, how far off they are from the pace. or from the leader of the race. Look at coming up here. We're going to see Robbie Bannister soon. I think. Actually, still might be about a lap behind. But it shows you, it does not tell you who's out of the race. But you see Robbie Bannister there, it says -1 lap, and then it shows how much time he is behind in parentheses. That means that they are still in the race. The 54s as well. Look at the 35th place driver, Ethan Lewis. It just says 1 lap down. If it just says 1 lap down and there's no time behind it, that means they are out of the race. So 35th on back, out of this race. Getting ready for the restart. Dale Cole Jr. going to lead the field to the green. James Prepera and Robbie Bannister both a lap down on the inside line. And green flag back in the air. See how slow the 52 and the 54 are. Robbie Bannister falling back. So is James. Oh, Robbie in traffic now, or in front of the other drivers in the lead pack. Cars behind Robbie trying to get past him, but top 3 drivers pulling away. You see a lot of gaps in the field. Faster cars trying to get past lap cars or damaged cars. James Prepera has slowed down the entire back of the field. Look at that. This could create a crash if they are not careful. James not up to speed yet. A few cars get past him. Dale Cole is still the race leader. Dale Lightning second, third Osman Hamid. Here comes the 06 of Cooper Mccomb. Dale now going for the lead over Dale. It's the Dale versus Dale show. James Prepera still holding up the entire field. He's in the middle line. The inside's going to get past pretty easily. The 34, Alex Bruno, not having any luck getting past him. There he goes. Now he's underneath the 54. So now it's a long line of cars trying to catch the top 4 drivers. There's Mudkip and Isaiah Williams. Top 4 have separated themselves from the rest of the pack. The 02 Dale Lightning out front. Dale Cole Jr. now going down low. He's going to try to make a move on the 02 for the lead. He's going to take it away. The 02 has no drafting help, so he is going to fall back to at least 4th. Here comes more cars getting ready to join this pack. See Destiny Borg out of the race. She's in 31st position. 30 drivers left in this race. 9 drivers out from that big crash. See some about 10 or 15 cars joining these drivers here. Darvish Jr. is very far off the pace. The 54 is slow. The 5, the 23, the 51. All cars involved in that massive crash. Up at the front, the 02 Dale Lightning took the lead away. Now we have a big pack of cars. Cooper Mccomb going down low. Here comes the 55, Kyle Vickers. 3 wide behind them. Cooper Mccomb does not have a win yet. And he is going to have to be one of the drivers that qualifies his way into the main race at Eldora. He missed the first few races in the season, as have a lot of other drivers. The 42 of Chris Speltzer missed every race except for this one. This is the first race that Chris has run, and they're going to have to work their way through the field at Eldora, try to make the race there. Look at the 04, Isaiah Williams, to the front. Nice eyes back here. 3 wide now for the lead. The 18 has been so strong here early on. 3 wide. The cars closing in closer to each other side by side. First 2 rows 3 wide. Dale Cole going to get the lead again. Now Osmond Hammond has no drafting help. John Jackson on the inside getting pushed by Ash Britt and a few others. I don't think John's going to have the preferred line to get the lead. He does take second place, though. Now the drivers fall down to 2 wide instead of 3 wide. Will lap cars be an issue in this race? Some of the lap cars there, about a half a lap down, so we could see some cars go a lap down, and that could be very interesting. That could really create a lot of issues. Papa Carey having a lot of damage to the back of his car. This pack of cars here, they're not gaining on the lead pack, but they're kind of in their own pack, holding their own, losing about a second a lap. Here comes the 46 Shannon Lowe on the inside for the lead. 3 wide again. 3 distinct lines on the back stretch here. Dale Cole Jr. trying to work his way back down to the inside. Restarted first. Shannon Lowe going to take the lead away, being pushed by Cooper Mccomb. That bottom inside line has not been able to get a lot of momentum off the turns. It's led by the number 1, Foxy Pirate. But they can't get right with the leaders. They did get a pretty good run off the turn, but still not with the leaders. Arca races pretty quick races. They're not a lot, not that long. We're going to go right on board here. But they're not that long in length of laps. Eldora, though, is going to be a pretty long race. By far the longest race that we're going to run in the Arca series. See just what a lap is like here at Coca-Cola. This is 220 miles an hour. This is the speeds that the Indy cars run. But these are stock cars. They are definitely a lot heavier and a lot harder to maneuver. The Indy cars are built for these speeds. These Cup cars not really built for this. You see how steep the turns are as well. If you get on the apron in the turn, you are gonna probably flip and probably bring a lot of other cars with you. Still riding on board now. I believe that's the 32 of Ash Britt we're riding on board with, right beside James Webber. There's the 55 Kyle Vickers, a huge run, but getting blocked by the leader. Dale Cole Jr. has moved his way up to 3rd. One of the points contenders. There we go, Dale Cole down low. 3 wide for the lead. Dale is going to have the preferred line into turn 1. He is going to take the lead away. Here comes Osmond Hammond. And we're going to get out of this view because it's kind of glitching a little bit. See if we can... Oh, yeah, we're glitching a lot now. It will come back. Here we go. We're still trying some things, trying to figure out how to get the quality of these races better. With the ticker, it does, I guess, I don't know. I guess it makes it run a little bit rougher. So we're going to try to get it fixed. Try to get it fixed before the races at Eldora. And these leaders are catching, I believe that's the 48 of Darwish Jr. He is a lab car. He was involved in that crash. Had some damage. He is pretty slow on the track. There we go, Darvish Jr. about to go a lap down. Where are the leaders going to go? They're going to go down low, but they all kind of stacked up a little bit. The 18, the first car to get by, the 41, the 55, and everybody else stuck behind Darvish. So the 48 going a lap down. Now single file up at the front of the field. Look at the 54, James Prepare now. He's about to go a lap down. Top 6 drivers, single file. Everybody else trying to catch these top 6. If they stay single file, they might be able to pull away. See how big the gap is between first and about 15th now. Look at this, they're 3 wide. James Prepare Jr., the 54, going 1 lap down. And he might hold up the rest of the field. This is going to allow the top 7 drivers to pull away. The 54 James Prepara went 1 lap down. Here's a huge pack of cars coming. Led by the 9 of Jeff Joes. The gap between first and all the way back there to, 25th or so. Jeff Joe, Winston Parker, and many others have caught the 48. But now they're going to be stuck behind him trying to get past. So the top 7 drivers are in this pack. In the main pack, they're starting to pull away from the rest of the field. 8th place, a little over a second back. Dale Cole Jr. continues to lead this race. Oh, the 54 James Prepara blowing up on the front stretch in front of the leaders. This is going to throw the caution out. And hopefully nobody gets involved with this. Hopefully nobody wrecks him. I think they're all going to get past without any issues. Darvish Jr., Jeff Joes have yet to get past the 54. Oh, the 9 hits the 54. The 54 is going to spin. So caution flag number 2 out. And the 18 going to try to hold off the 41 and the 1. Well, this is going to give us a restart, and I believe we're going to be within 10 laps to go on this restart. So the 18, Dale Cole Jr., is the race leader. Caution number 2 out here at Coca-Cola. So cars under caution, and we will be back with the restart. I see the 04 Isaiah Williams coming down pit road. A few cars are, so I don't know. Maybe some strategy calls. The one of Foxy Pirate came down. So possibly drivers not thinking they can make it on fuel. Better be safe than sorry here at this track. But Osman Hamid. Actually, no, the one did not come down pit road. My bad. So pace light's still on the pace car. I think this time by we're going to have the one to go until the green. And it's definitely going to be a shootout to the finish. So pace lights are off on the pace car. Next time by, we'll be going back to green flag. Less than 10 to go here at Coca-Cola. '41 Osman Hamid out front. I believe all, or at least most, of the lap cars are all the way in the back, so we should have a pretty big pack of cars on this restart. A lot of cars still damaged and out from the first caution of the race. 54 James Prepare Jr., he is out of the race. He was the latest caution as he blew up on the front stretch in front of some of the leaders. But no one wrecked or anything, so that was good. And now here we go, getting ready for a small shootout. Twelfth place driver is Alex Johnson. He is subbing for Alvin Jones and Alexander Jones in all three series until the end of the season. Alexander said he was going to retire from the racing series after this season. He was injured. He could not finish his season, so we'll see if he is still injured or if he is going to continue to race. Alvin Jones, however, should still be in the car. Looking forward to seeing him back on the track next season. And so here comes the 41 Osman Hamid for the green flag. We are back underway here at Coca-Cola. Everybody gets a pretty good start. Look at this, already 3 wide for second. Here comes the 55, Kyle Vickers. Vickers down low. He is going to take second place away from John and from Foxy. Here comes Ash Britt now as well behind him. He's going to take some positions away. Osman Hamid leading this race. One thing we don't have in this race is a lap ticker, and that hopefully will change soon. I'm trying to figure out how to add that into the race. Look at this top. I think that's maybe 15 drivers in this pack. Speeds are starting to increase. Justin Lightning almost into the side of Shannon Lowe. Alex Bruno goes up to block almost into the side of the 69, Eric Jacks. Look at Osmond back down low past Kyle Vickers, now past Ash Britt. John pushing Osmond to the front. Now John's going to try to look underneath of Osmond for the lead. This has been some incredible racing here. John now down low. Look at this, 3 wide, almost 4 wide. Oh, with Shannon Lowe and Osmond, they tap. They made some contact for second. Everybody continues to go forward. 4 wide, we've seen it work kind of okay here so far. Oh, somebody coming down pit road. Who is that? I think that's the 25 of Alex Johnson. He's going to come down pit road. We thought maybe there were some concerns for fuel running out. It looks like he is not going to be able to make it, and he is going to probably go a lap down. John Jackson out front. Justin Lightning, Christian Wilson, the top 3. Osmond Hammond getting a huge run down the backstretch. He has no drafting help. Christian Wilson going to drop down low. Now Osmond going to go back up top. 2 wide. Shannon Lowe goes all the way down low. Some 3 wide further on in the back of the field. Oh, now the race leader, John Jackson. He's coming down pit road. And I think that's the... Who else is that? The number 1, I think, or the 62? So 2 more cars coming down pit road. Look at this, the 18, Dale Cole Jr. down low. Trying to take a position away. Christian Wilson in front of him. Justin Lightning in front of them. That was the 1 of Foxy Pirate and the 33 of John Jackson that came down pit road. Got fuel. Kyle Vickers now on the inside. Does not have drafting help. Alex Bruno on the outside. He is pushing Dale Cole. Dale in the middle line. Osmond comes down. Now here comes Christian Wilson down low. 3 wide for the lead now for second. Oh, and now somebody else coming down pit road. That's Osmond Hammond. Osmond coming down pit road now for fuel. Who else is going to run out of fuel? Question is, are they going to run out of fuel in the pack? Justin Lightning, Christian Wilson, they have pulled away, but they are going to get eaten alive once these other cars catch them. I believe that was the 2 to go mark. This time by should be the white flag. Dale Cole Jr. in 3rd place, leading Shannon Lowe, Alex Bruno, and many others. Look at the 99. Casey Nanico. He was in that second pack, and since all these drivers slowed down from all the pit stops, he has been able to catch this pack. Dale Cole Jr. now to the lead. He's going to bring Shannon Lowe with him. Dale Cole Jr. out of turn number 4, coming to the white flag. I think somebody else had to come down pit road. That one car, somebody came down. Dale Cole Jr. across the start-finish line. White flag is in the air. 1 more lap to go here at Coca-Cola. Battle for second. Alex Bruno down low, trying to take the position away from Shannon. Dale Cole out front. He has a pretty good lead. He should be able to block any line, any run that comes up towards him. On the backstretch, half a lap to go. Here comes the 55 of Kyle Vickers. He doesn't have a lot of drafting help, though, but he does have some. Dale up top, blocking that top lane. 3 wide, almost 4 wide in the back. Casey Nanico is up here in the top 5 now. Alex Bruno right behind Dale. Who was going to get the lead? Well, Dale's going to hold on to the lead. Here comes Alex Bruno. Huge run down the front stretch. Kyle Vickers down low. It is going to be Dale Cole Jr. across the line. He is going to get his first win here at Coca-Cola. Man, what a finish. What a race. Dale Cole Jr. able to hold on. By far the most dominating car in this race. Led a lot of the early laps, and then at the end of this race was able to move back up towards the front. He started, I believe he restarted outside of the top 10 a few laps ago. So we'll have to see if Dale Cole was able to get up into the top 10. If he was, he is in the main race at Eldora. Remember, the top 10 drivers in points after this race will make it into the main race, will not have to qualify their way in or go through the heats or the last chance race. Alex Bruno's second. You see all the drivers out. James Prepare Jr., the points leader, entering this race. He's out, and that's going to help a lot of drivers. Dakota Pryor, Destiny Borg, many others. Very bad races today, and they are in the top 5 positions in points. So, going to be interesting to see what the points are like. Let's go ahead and check them out and see where they run after race number 7